Everyone, Eric Songer with you with the podcast for what's going on in the Chaska Middle School Band Department. This is for June 2nd, 2017. And I just, first of all, have to pat myself on the back. I wanted to do these podcasts at the end of every week, and I've been wanting to do that for quite some time now, quite a few years. And I have finally accomplished it and not just did it one week and then given up. I've done one of these every week for the entire school year, which is really cool. And I'm so glad that so many people have been watching and learning from these and following what's going on. It's been a really, really great year, as they always are. But this was year 20 for me, and it was awesome. And I think I'm going to do one more of these after this final week of school. And so we'll talk a little bit more in depth, maybe do like a year in review podcast. I don't know. We'll see. That seems to be quite the undertaking that I don't know if I have the time to do. But anyway, I want to just go through what I usually go through here with this podcast with you here, as we still have one more week of school left, a short week that being. But anyway, I want to just talk about some things as we come up to the end of the year that students should know. First thing is that we are done playing in band for these last 3 days, so instruments can go home. If you are using a school instrument, you have two options. You can turn that into me, and I'd really like it back by Monday morning, June 5th. Otherwise, if you'd like to keep it for the summer, there's a $25 rental fee for school instruments over the summer, and so you can just let me know. Again, I'd like to know that by Monday morning so that I can get you a rental form and get you that instrument by Monday, and you can get that rental form back to me by the end of this week. I'll be around on Thursday at school too, so I really need to get those forms back by Thursday if you're going to rent a school instrument. All folders, any personal belongings that are in the band room should be cleared out as soon as possible at this point. We only have one more event coming up that involves some of the band members. That's our honor band concert, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So, and that's Monday night. So any instruments should all be gone by Tuesday. We really like to have those out of the band room by Tuesday. And we have a really, really fun last day event planned. For those of you who have been in band before, you know about this. For those of you in 6th grade or new to the school this year, this is new for you. I do an Ice Cream Sundae awards ceremony that will be the final class period for all 6 of the bands. You'll all get an ice cream sundae, and there'll be a ton of awards. Some of them are very legit and awesome awards, like our Solo Ensemble awards, our State Honor Band awards. There's some awards for participation in different groups. And then there's also awards that you voted on as students, which are very fun. So there'll be a combination of some very fun awards and some very legit, hardworking, deserved awards for students. So I'm looking forward to that. The last day of band for all the bands is coming Monday and Tuesday. Speaking of the schedule, it's an A-Day Monday, B-Day Tuesday, and then Wednesday is the all-school field trip, so there's no band on Wednesday. So this is the last day coming up for all of you. As far as events going on, we still have one major event coming up, and that's our District 112 Honor Band Concert, which will be on Monday, June 5th at 7 p.m. at Chanhassen High School in the theater. Students should report at 6:20 p.m. and look for an email or a text on the attire for that event. You will need to bring your instrument and music. You will not need any wire music stands for this event. It should be just a wonderful, wonderful concert on Monday night. So we invite people to come to that, even if you're not a student or a family of that honor band membership. Other band members, friends, you should really come out and see this, because this honor band sounds absolutely off the charts. They are such a rad group, so I'd love to have you come see them. We also have a couple more DJs coming up. I believe Amy's going to DJ on Monday, June 5th in the morning, and Caleb the morning of Wednesday, June 7th. And Ken or Madeira, if you're interested, maybe we could get you on for Tuesday, June 6th. So let me know. Some really cool video projects were completed in this past week by some of our bonus lesson groups, including the Socio Fiflets, 10 Girls, Spice Girls, and the Bland Boys. And if you stay tuned to the end of this podcast, you might get to see those videos. So I haven't posted those anywhere. This would be a world premiere if you stick around. So So good for you for watching the podcast, because this is going to be the only place as of now that you will be able to see these unless you are a member of one of those groups. So you picked the right place, and they're really, really good. I'm really proud of these groups. So another big thing I need to talk about in this podcast is the summer stuff. I'd really love to have kids play in the summer and not lose all the things they gained this past school year. And the classes I offer in the summer are low commitment. They're very fun. They meet once a week for 50 minutes in June and July. And most of them do a performance. They're all through community education, and you can sign up for them at www.ce4all.org. And there are also sign-up forms, hard copies in the band room. I'll probably also be sending out an email here sometime this next week with that information. But the groups I'm offering this summer are a summer jazz band at 9 a.m. on Tuesdays, summer marching band, 10 a.m. on Tuesdays, summer movie band, which is a concert band that plays all movie music, 11 a.m. on Tuesdays, music technology at noon on Tuesdays, and beginning guitar at 1 p.m. on Tuesdays, and then 2 classes on Wednesdays, country bluegrass band at 11 a.m. on Wednesdays, and garage band at 12 noon on Wednesdays. So you can sign up for those. They are open to all current 6th through 8th grade students. So even 8th graders, you can continue to participate in these groups. There are no auditions necessary for any of these groups. That includes country band and garage band, which during the school year are audition groups. I just ask that for all of these groups, that for the exception of beginning guitar and music technology, but for all those ensembles, jazz band, marching band, movie band, country band, garage band, that you have experience playing the instrument you're going to play in that group. And when I say experience, like at least 1 year of studying that instrument and doing that instrument. So GarageBand is not a place to learn how to play the guitar. It's for a place for people who have been playing guitar or keyboards or bass or drum set or singing or horns for at least a year. So feel free to sign up. I'd love to have you. Just looking at the rosters, there's over 100 kids signed up for these classes already, which is really exciting. So I'd love to have you get into the mix. As far as start times for these groups, marching band starts on June 13th. All the rest of them start the following week on June 20th, 21st, and they all run into the end of July. The marching band does 3 performances: the July 4th parade in Chanhassen at 2:30 p.m., Valley Fair on Monday, July 17th, and then Sunday, July 30th, 1 p.m., the Chaska River City Days parade downtown Chaska on that Sunday. Movie band and jazz band and garage band and country band all perform at Chaska River City Days on Saturday, July 29th, between 4 and 6 p.m. So that's just kind of a little synopsis of when those groups meet. So once again, you can sign up at www.ce4all.org, or you can get a handout in the band room with that information. So would love to have you play this summer. It'd be really, really cool. So another last thing I want to cover before I end this podcast and show you those videos is that we had a really, really fun week this past week. I was just adding it up. We had 9 performances in 6 different venues in the past 4 days. It all kicked off on Tuesday with the 7th grade Bland Boys playing at lunch. They played their all 80s set of Never Gonna Give You Up and Africa and Sweet Child of Mine, featuring Mr. Blake Dewey on the guitar. And then on Wednesday, we had the rhythm section, our 8th grade all-star group, perform at all 3 lunch shifts. And they did a variety of pop and jazz music that was just phenomenal. And they also performed the very next day, on the Thursday, for the 8th grade barbecue, along with guest stars East Entrance, which is one of the student groups that have formed that I don't run at all, but they are doing their own thing and sounding great. So rhythm section was just amazing on both Wednesday and Thursday. And if you're one of the students checking out this podcast, please, please, please know that I am going to miss that group so much. You guys have been so incredible this past year. So, and then finally, earlier today, our honor band went on tour and played at Jonathan Elementary, Victoria Elementary, and Clover Ridge Elementary schools. And these guys are just knocking the roof off. They're sounding absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, if you can come to that concert on Monday, June 5th at Chanhassen High School at 7 p.m., you will not be disappointed at the level of performance of these kids. I'm just so proud of the honor band. And not only did they play musically incredible, they're so professional and they're so extremely nice. What a great way to spend a day. And then just earlier this evening, our Chaska Middle School West Mariachi Band played at Azteca Mexican Restaurant in Chanhassen, and what a blast that was. 11 incredible kids, some of them not with much of a music background, some others with a huge musical background, coming together, learning an art form that none of them knew much about, and doing just an incredible job. Jack Furman singing a song. He's not even somebody who's taking Spanish, learning how to sing in Spanish in front of an audience. So cool. Medora Riley, our incredible trumpet player, taking some solo trumpet licks. Timmy Klein on the keyboard was amazing. Sam Hyder, Max Bryan learning the guitar roan, and then all the other kids in the group playing guitar, and most of them no guitar experience. And we played a set down at Azteca. It was great. So, you know, if I can, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be able to do here as I edit this video. I might even put a couple little highlights from some of these performances I just mentioned. So don't turn off this podcast, because there's going to be some really cool videos coming up. So I usually end the podcast by saying if you want to get reminders on things coming up, here's how to sign up for those texts, but I'm not going to do that because it's pretty much over. However, you can still follow me on Twitter at CMSW Band or at Songer Studio, and I'd love to, that won't be over, that's going to continue. One cool thing I'm doing here in the near future, I'm heading out to Denver, Colorado here in, less than 2 weeks to do a session at the Association for Popular Music Education's National Conference, and I'm going to be talking about our program here at Chaska Middle School West and all the cool things we're doing. So I like to get to do that every now and then at conferences around the Midwest, and in some cases at national conferences. It's been really fun this past year speaking at MMEA, speaking in Dallas, Texas at the National Association of Music Education's National Conference, Boston, Massachusetts it was out at this year. So it's been really, really fun spreading the news about cool things you can do in music education that I'm getting to do here at CMS West, and we are doing some cutting edge stuff, which I think is awesome, and these kids are benefiting from it a ton. So, all right, I'm gonna be done talking, and I'm gonna get working on these videos, and hopefully you'll see some here at the end. So, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna do one more podcast next week. Have a great day.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig ah. If you want my future, forget my past. If you wanna get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together, we could be just fine.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig ah. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever, friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. What you think about that? Now you know how I feel. Say you can handle my love, are you for real? I won't be hasty, I'll give you a try. If you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye.
So I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I wanna really, really, really wanna zig a zig ah. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever, friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. Here's a story from A to Z. You wanna get with me, you gotta listen carefully. We got M in the place who likes it in your face. You got G like MC who likes it on an easy beat. Doesn't come for free, she's a really. And as for me, hi, you'll see. Send me body down and wind it all around. Send me body down and wind it all around. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever, friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta slam, slam, slam. Everybody down and wind it all around. Everybody down and wind it all around. Everybody down and wind it all around. Everybody down and zig a zig ah. If you wanna be my lover, lover, lover.
Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one you'll say. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. And I show you that I know you won't tell what I say. 'Cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.